there's a happy birthday message in those DMs.
Oh no, that's worse than sex.
You're sitting in my seat.
Saying that Monday Night Raw is bad is like saying the sky is blue. If you're watching Monday Night Raw, the chances are you're most likely going to have a bad time. Every time someone says Raw was a good show, a bird dies. An innocent one. But I was watching this episode of Monday Night Raw and I felt different. I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't bored. Now, I'm not saying the show was great. I didn't grow an extra inch on my pee-pee. But I would say it was watchable. You know why? Raw Underground was not on the show. We didn't get Raw Underground. So from a male who reeks testosterone, moi, I want to say a big, juicy, big show's dick-sized thank you to the WWE. This show kicked off with the Nature Boy Ric Flair. We also got legends like The Big Show, Christian, and Shawn Michaels. And they welcomed the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre. All of these people obviously faced Randy Orton at Clash of Champions. It was Drew McIntyre, but I mean, you can call it a handicap match at this point. Anyway, it was actually a pretty wholesome promo. Drew McIntyre thanked every single legend and he talked about how everyone affected his WWE career. He told a few personal stories and the feeling is mutual. I actually really like this. I forgot about Hell in a Cell. I thought Survivor Series is the next pay-per-view. And I was like, okay, this is a one weird-ass tag team. He doesn't even mind the hell because at this point he wants people in streets attacking Randy Orton, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Don't give these people ideas. We don't want more Osamas in the wrestling community. Anyway, we got Randy Orton on the screen, and of course he challenges Drew McIntyre to a Hell in a Cell match. Not necessarily a Hell in a Cell match, but I mean, that was the whole idea. I'm not done with you, Drew McIntyre. I'm not done with you until I get that WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre also announced that tonight we're gonna have an open challenge for the WWE Championship, but only to people who never faced him before for the title. I had fingers crossed for the evil version of Sin Cara. So this was a pretty cool segment in my opinion. Turns out Randy Orton vs Drew McIntyre is not over. This is kind of a disappointment. I mean, I don't mind a Hell in a Cell match. I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna get. It's gonna be extreme. I'm sure it's gonna be entertaining. So I'm not mad about it, but the ending at Clash of Champions made you believe Randy Orton is taking some time off, maybe going to SmackDown, so I'm kind of disappointed that it's still happening since the ending to the story was actually really, really good. We got Asuka vs Lena Vega Raw Women's Championship rematch. This was actually pretty okay, and just like last time, Zelina Vega lost the match, I believe the same way she lost at Clash of Champions, so Asuka retains the title as expected. We got a bunch of legends playing poker. My boy Ric Flair just knows the game way too well. Ric Flair is a bad influence to everyone. We got Andrade yelling at Zelina Vega. She's nothing without him, and he calls Angel Garza the weak link. Basically, Andrade announces in a weird way that he's now on his own, and he asks who wants to come out and face him. And of course it was Keith Lee. Bask in his glory. Another Keith Lee match, another disappointing attire, but the match was fine, you know. But this basically told you that, okay, Andrade is on his own, but he's not gonna be a big deal in the WWE for a long ass time. So yeah, we got the match. It was pretty okay. Thankfully, Andrade wasn't buried or anything like that, but he still lost the match. I mean, nothing bad with this one. It was okay. The issue I have is what's gonna happen with Andrade, what's gonna happen with Keith Lee. It seems like they brought Keith Lee to Monday Night Raw, put him in this main event spot, and now he's just there squashing people. And I'm sure this is what's gonna happen with that guy for a very long time. Put this guy in a rivalry against the Hurt Business. Why not? We got a bunch of 24/7 championship shenanigans in this episode of Monday Night Raw. This was actually one of the best ones lately. He had this paper in Japanese, but he also had an English version. You know, Akira Tozawa got eaten by sharks. Turns out he's not. He won the championship. Oh no, that's Drew Gulak. He wins the championship. You get the point. We got Jerry Lawler's King's Court with Rey Mysterio, Rey Mysterio's wife, Dominic Mysterio, and Aaliyah. She's 19 years old. Jerry Lawler, by the way, for some reason was in a very good mood. Anyway, they talked about Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins took Buddy Murphy's phone and he actually read his messages. So turns out Aaliyah and Buddy Murphy are hanging out. Like, they're texting. And we got a happy birthday text. Dude, Ray, I've got some bad news, Ray. So basically the same thing happened like last time. Aaliyah is angry. Aaliyah, stop! Aaliyah, you naive bitch, stop! The whole point of this storyline is that Aaliyah doesn't think that Buddy Murphy is just like Seth Rollins. Buddy is a good guy, and you guys just don't get it. I mean, I get it. He popped my father's eye out. Big deal. He's different. We got Mandy Rose's Raw debut with Dana Brooke. Apparently they are in a tag team right now, and Mandy Rose was rocking that Trish Stratus attire. So yeah, they are a tag team right now, and they won the match, which is, I guess, a good thing since the tag team division, women's tag team division, is horrendous. So, I mean, that's great. But then again, I would much rather see Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. You know, just saying. Dana Brooke is... Well, let's see. Let's watch what's gonna happen. So we got Kevin Owens versus Aleister Black, and Aleister Black had a way more generic entrance, no casket, different theme song, which sounds horrendous. Like, I only listened to it once, so I don't want to jump into conclusions. I'm just saying, so far, I absolutely despise it. So this guy went from a mysterious character to basically, I don't know. I really don't know, a pirate, a biker. He kind of reminds me of a jobber, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, we got the match, and this one, well, it ended in a disqualification because Aleister Black hit the referee, so they didn't even give the guy the W, so I don't think WWE really care about this guy. I'm very disappointed. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a disappointed face for my thumbnail. Triple threat match between R-Truth, Drew Gulak, and Akira Tozawa, 24/7 championship. R-Truth won the match. That's it. Then we got Dominic Mysterio versus Murphy. So that was pretty okay. It was actually a pretty entertaining match. I think it was a no disqualification match. I could be wrong. And of course we got Aaliyah. So she was like, don't hit him, he's different. He's not like Seth Rollins. And this guy took the opportunity, won the match, attacked Dominic Mysterio with a weapon. And she's like, no, don't do this. Don't do this. Our puppy was right. You are naive. This storyline obviously had ups and downs. The biggest down was that eye spot with Rey Mysterio. That was one of the worst things I've ever seen. But I do like the long-term storytelling with this one because this rivalry is happening, wow, since WrestleMania, maybe? After WrestleMania, we got Mustafa Ali, Apollo Crews, and Ricochet versus The Hurt Business. Like I've said many times before, I don't think it should be happening anymore. The Hurt Business should get something more important. And United States Championship should be used a bit more in my opinion. Anyway, Mustafa Ali, Ricochet, and Apollo Crews surprisingly won the match. So Cedric Alexander, I don't know, is he still member of the group? They said, well, he made a mistake, so we sent him to boot camp or something. What does that even mean? Is he gonna be back? What's happening? So we got the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre in the ring, and the surprise opponent is Ziggler. Who is it? Robert Roode. It's alright, I guess. So we got the match, and surprisingly it was way better than expected. Kinda unrealistic in a way since Robert Roode got a lot of offense. Dude, I did enjoy the match. Was it predictable? Of course, obviously. But it seems like Robert Roode is now a member of Monday Night Raw. So obviously Drew McIntyre won the match. He retains the championship. But that was not it. We got Randy Orton with the damn vision goggles. Yep, people, he was pretending to be a janitor. He put the vision goggles, turned the light off, and beaten the living crap out of the WWE legends. We heard a lot of sounds, but it was black. And Randy Orton is proud of his job. I am pretty good at disguise as well. I'm a wrestling fan who lives in his mom's basement. So that was your Monday Night Raw. Thank you for watching the great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.